It's an epidemic. That's what industry professionals are calling the problem of unlicensed contractors in the state of New Mexico. It's costing New Mexicans millions, and they want the state legislature to do something about it. News 13's Natalie Wattis has the details from a legislative committee meeting held at CNM this morning.
Unlicensed contracting is an epidemic in New Mexico in the building trades, and it is the most common in rural areas.
Joan Day Baker is the Director of Political Affairs and Outreach at United Association Local Union 412 and is championing the need for more enforcement of these unlicensed contractors by increasing fines and punishments for doing unlicensed or underlicensed work.
This is costing the state budget millions. I did a study about 4 years ago that I believe that the state is losing $19 million a year in gross receipts just on residential water heaters being installed by unlicensed contractors.
Her recommendations to the Economic and Rural Development and Policy Committee also included giving the Construction Industries Division more money for enforcement and launching public service announcements to warn people about the risks of using these unlicensed workers.
We are costing jobs, and we are creating a race to the bottom in the industry.
The ideas were met with mixed reactions from the committee members.
This is supposed to be enforced at the local level. If there's somebody out there working without a business license, that's a local issue. If they're working and they're not licensed in a state, then that's a state issue. I just saw the enforcement there, and it didn't make sense to me.
It is also up to the consumer to make sure that their contractor, whoever they hire, is licensed. And unfortunately, we can't hold the hand of every consumer in the state of New Mexico.
Others saw the importance of increasing enforcement.
It's an economic development problem, and it's a consumer protection problem, and the losses on some of these are in the hundreds of thousands of dollars.
This is the problem. They don't have the investigators. If you go to regulation licensing, they don't have investigators for many of the different licenses that are required. And the legislature should be looking at funding investigators for that.
Natalie Wattis, KRQE News 13.
The union believes that fines and criminal charges need to be more severe. In California, to contract without a license is a felony. In New Mexico, it is a misdemeanor.